Hi, I'm just sitting here working, pondering, and thinking about what makes me tick as a professional spiritual life coach and healer. And if you don't mind, I would love it if you would put in the comments what makes you tick as a spiritual healer and life coach. What brings you joy and what makes it worthwhile? So, what makes me really happy is knowing that there is something inside me that I can bring to other people, and other people find value in what I bring, whether that is a class or a one on one session or, um, some kind of an offering. When I am in session with my clients, I love the energy exchange. I love listening to them and seeing them. And I love it when they get me, when I give them an exercise or I give them a some guidance. I love watching that light go off behind their eyes and they say, I get it, or oh, they have these awakenings, or they say, that's true. I love that. And the thing that I want for myself as a life coach is to be able to do that with people all day long. Okay. All day long. And, you know, creating programs, creating offerings, exercises, worksheets, classes, I create those things. And then I invite my students and my clients into those things that I've created. And I love it when they're working on a worksheet and they're saying, oh, I get it. Oh, I want these questions. These questions were so helpful. Or, I did this exercise and I learned so much. That is so fulfilling for me. It touches my heart in the deepest way. And I want to know, what about this work touches you in the deepest way? What makes your heart sing? Now, I've been doing life coaching for 10 years, but I've been a healer and I was a massage therapist before I was a life coach. So I am accustomed to working intimately with people and having them, like, having positive feedback from the things that I do right off the bat. So I'm curious about you in the group, anyone who's listening to me right now. I'd love for you to tell me what excites you or what gives you joy about doing the work, the spiritual work. Another thing that excites me about this work is having my business. My business is really important because it is what gives structure and form. It's the home of all my good ideas. My business is the home, it's the showcase, it's where all my great ideas, all my great talents are housed, and they're made available for the public to receive what I have created. So my business is really important. And I have put a lot of time and energy into building my business so that it can be the way that I want. Um, so what is a business? In my opinion, a business is a vehicle that helps to bring my message to the marketplace, my philosophy, my blog, my classes, my sessions, my menu of services, right? All those things are a part of my business, and I hang all those hats and those signs up in my business on my website, and then that allows people to know what I do so that they can receive more from me. They do that through my business. To me, that is a business. And creating that business has been one of the biggest joys of my life, really, because a business is like a baby. You know, you put your heart into it, you put your mind into it, you spend a lot of time nurturing it and growing it. You think about it. And if you're like me, you literally love it. Like you're like, oh, I love you. You know, it makes your heart go pitter patter. And, you want to spend time with it. I know that a lot of spiritual healers and life coaches don't believe in having businesses. They think that they should just offer life coaching or offer spiritual healing, and that that turns into a business. And in a way it does. However, one of the things that's also really important to me is to be able to bring clients to myself consistently. Like to be able to know that every week I'm seeing 15 to 20 clients. That is really significant for me because number one, I like to do the work, but also one of my values is a full schedule. Like, this is just how my mind works. Your mind might be totally different. But for me, success means that the hours that I give, that I set aside on my calendar to do my coaching and my healing, to run my classes, that those things are all full. That's really important for me. That's important. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be very honest with you. It's very important for my own ego to know that my calendar is full. When my calendar is full, it means that I have done my business right. A full calendar affirms that what I'm doing has value and people want to do it. That's why they've booked with me. So let me tell you, straight up and being very honest, yes, it is very important that my calendar is full. There's also a matter of spending time. Okay, I have what I call time wealth, and I have freedom of time. I get to choose my hours. I get to do what I want to do with my time because I am self employed and I've been doing this for a long time and I'm good at what I'm doing. So it gives me freedom to spend my time the way that I want to. And because I love my work, I give a lot of hours to clients and to services each week. I know some therapists and healers really only want to see maybe 5 people per week. Well, I like to see 15 to 20 people per week because I have a really strong capacity for working with people. And the more people that I have on my schedule individually each week, the more energy I have, the more clarity I have, the more grounded I feel, the more my significance is being fed. Now, of course, there are also different ways of doing that. There are group sessions, and that is another way of bringing more people in. But I personally like to have 15 to 20 private sessions each week. Um, Again, it just feeds my energy, it feeds my creativity, it feeds me, it nourishes me. figuring this out is a part of one's business development. The gardeners are here. Let me shut the window. It's a little loud. That did not help very much, actually. It's still pretty loud. Oh, it's better though. So, yeah, having those clients on a regular basis and keeping my hours full with time to spend one-on-one with people helps me feel fulfilled. Also, I have to be really honest with you, I'm very controlling. And when I can reach out and be with my clients each week, um, privately, that helps me know what I need to know so that my people are having the success that um, according to my standards. Now, that doesn't mean that my standards, override their standards. I don't mean that at all. I do mean, though, that because most of my students and clients are working with me on their businesses, and a lot of them have never run businesses before, I need to make sure that they are learning the methodologies and not just going through the motions, right? And sometimes in a group session, I cannot give that much time. If you've got 10 people in a group, I don't want people to have to sit through a 3-hour group session. That's not really what they're looking for. So in the group, we have to do things a little bit shorter, smaller, right? So it can still be deep in the group. I'm not saying that it's not. It is, but it's the extra time that I like to give my people that I think is really important. Now, the last thing I want to say, and again, I'm here considering why it's important for me to do this work, basically, right? The last kind of perk of doing this work and setting it up like a business and running it like a business, it gives me time, it gives me freedom, it helps me feel significant, it satisfies my desire to be of service. It makes me feel authoritative around my area of expertise, right? When my schedule is full and I have a lot of clients, it affirms me to me. The other thing is that it also pays me, and it allows me to give more of myself, more of my ideas. I've always been a person who takes whatever income I get and I invest it back into my business. And when I had a brick and mortar business, it was really obvious to see that. So in my studio, at a wellness studio back in Long Beach, California, and you could always see that there were, I had a bunch of staff members, and there was always new stuff there. There was always new chocolate and new teas to try. There were great linens. There were a beautiful array of essential oils with a beautiful essential oil bar. There was fun art on the wall, and then we change that art out and bring in new stuff, new clothing on the racks, new trying out new designers and new furniture and things like that. There was always this reinvestment of profits back into the business, so that when the employees would come in, they'd always feel fresh and renewed. And when the clients would come in, there was a sense of being renewed and being welcomed with a sense of warmth into a more vibrant space. The space would become more and more vibrant, more high vibrational. That was awesome. It was fun to do. I loved doing that. And now that things are online, it's a little bit different. I'm digging myself deeper roots creating a deeper foundation with my curriculum. So what I'm finding that I'm doing is investing more and more into the signature program that I offer, and I'm bringing more to the table there. It's fantastic. I just wanted to come and share my experience of being a business owner, and this work that we do here is just phenomenal. Being a spiritual healer, being a spiritual life coach is the best. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks so much for watching. All right, if you watch the replay, hashtag replay in the comments for me. All right, signing off. Bye for now.